Picture the scene. It's the middle of a frantic, high-stakes match. Players are absolutely sprinting everywhere, the crowd is roaring, and the ball is zipping back and forth at blistering pace. But right in the middle of all this chaos, if you look really closely, you're going to see something almost contradictory. You'll see Lionel Messi, arguably the greatest player in the history of the sport, just walking. He is literally strolling around. Now, to the untrained eye, it might look a bit like laziness or maybe fatigue, but today, in this explainer, we're going to reframe exactly what you're seeing. That casual walk, it's definitely not a lack of effort. It's actually a sign of hidden, tactical genius. Okay, let's dive into this. Why on earth does the world's greatest player spend so much of his time on the pitch just walking around? I mean, a lot of people notice this habit and jump straight to the completely wrong conclusion. They assume he just isn't working hard. Well, we need to totally debunk that myth right now. What looks like a casual stroll is actually the foundation of a highly sophisticated, predatory system.
Section 1. The walking phenomenon. A calculated strategy.
Let's move to Arian and see how this builds into a continuous, devastating sequence. The strategy breaks down into 4 active predatory steps that actually happen before he even touches the ball. First, he scans. Second, he conserves. Third, he manipulates, and fourth, he explodes. This isn't just a random list, folks. It is a meticulously crafted chain reaction.
Section 2. Scanning the battlefield. Gathering data. You see, when Messi is walking, he absolutely isn't resting. He's essentially turning the football pitch into a giant chessboard. While taking those slow, deliberate steps, his eyes are darting everywhere. He's analyzing every single piece on the board, watching the opposition's defenders, tracking his teammates' runs, and perhaps most importantly, mapping out the open spaces. Because of this non-stop scanning, he decides exactly where and how to attack before the ball even arrives at his feet. The math is already done in his head before the pass is even made.
Section 3. The art of manipulation. Lulling defenders.
Now, what's really interesting about this contrast is how the physical act of walking starts to play tricks on the opposition's minds. By not running aimlessly, Messi actively conserves his energy for the exact moments that matter most. He stays completely fresher and ready. Meanwhile, defenders see him standing still, and, well, human nature takes over. They subconsciously relax, right? They stop tracking him so closely because he appears totally inactive. Suddenly, they are completely off guard.
This masterful manipulation is basically the playmaker's advantage. Because he's the primary attacker, he absolutely doesn't need to press constantly like some gritty midfielder or winger. His team specifically designed their systems to keep him high up the pitch, completely detached from the defensive grunt work. So he's constantly in position and completely ready to create goal-scoring chances out of thin air. It's a brilliant setup.
Section 4. The perfect explosion. Springing the trap. And this brilliantly illustrates the thrilling climax where the trap is finally sprung. You see, Messi doesn't avoid running. He simply chooses exactly when to run. Once he spots that tiny vulnerability he's been scanning for, that slow walk transforms into a lethal, sudden movement. With just one quick shift in gear, he finds the open space and instantly becomes the most dangerous man in the stadium. His explosive acceleration catches those relaxed defenders completely off guard, making it ridiculously easy to beat multiple opponents all at once, before they even realize what hit them.
So the crucial point is that this isn't just fan speculation, this is a deliberate tactical masterclass, and it's totally validated by top professional coaches and analysts. Take it from Jordi Cruyff, a deeply respected football mind who broke down this exact phenomenon. He famously explained that Messi's walking is actually a highly active process of gathering information and preparing for decisive actions. He's literally doing his homework while the game is happening around him. It is all part of the master plan.
It all builds to this beautifully simple summary from our sources. Messi walks so that, when the perfect moment arrives, he can do what nobody else can. That is the true genius of it. The stroll is just the shadow that makes the sudden burst of blinding light so completely unstoppable.
It completely changes how you see the game, doesn't it? So I have to ask you, next time you watch a match, will your eyes naturally just follow the ball like everyone else? Or are you going to look away from the main action to watch the mastermind quietly walking in the shadows, calculating his next brilliant move? Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and keep your eyes on the quietest parts of the pitch.